inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Goff now looks to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Preston Smith leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 14 carries, 86 yards.
And how about that momentum run right there? Personally, what I do is I get right back to the line of scrimmage. I come right back at him before they get settled. He's locked in a little bit now. I'll guarantee he wants the ball again.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy. Just like
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Eric Armstead in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Working from the gun, Garoppolo over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw is Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Here's Goff now on second down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's Goff. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Garoppolo now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right Now they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
We got three. What? Like 20.
Now Goff on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now, as they will send this one away. Roberts on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a 1st down throw, gone. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again is gone. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Garoppolo on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still second down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. This is Breedham. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now. Back now in Los Angeles. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this is going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 50, it's gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh!
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Rams have got it back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. The play fake to Gurley, now gone. And they're going to sack him again, the 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's Breida. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that. They
run with Breida, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Breida. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on to punt for L.A. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now to be interesting to see how they respond as a team. Because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation